I'm going to give you very practical strategies to deal with the obstacles that arise as you begin to start worrying about how to transition the company. Obstacles like, is my kid ready? What are the other family members going to feel? How are they going to feel if I sell the business to the one child that's active in the business and the other ones aren't a shareholder in the company any longer? Doesn't mom and dad love me the same as they do the other? How do you deal with those sorts of things? What do you do if you've got a child that is chemically addicted to something? And maybe they're on the payroll because you're afraid of what will happen to them after they're gone and not working there. But what's the right way to set up the compensation plan? Should that person own stock at the end of the day? What should the leadership team look like? Sometimes you've got a young successor, and that successor knows he's got 5 years plus to get ready to really be the CEO of the company. He needs to go through business boot camps. He needs to have leadership training and development put in place to help them grow. In the meantime, though, you might have management people that might be within 5 years of retirement. And you got to do the kinds of things that are necessary to keep them around to give Junior time to grow into the role that's expected of him. So we'll get into those sorts of things. You're not going to get that from the lawyers. You're not going to get that from the CPAs. In this first season, my sincere hope is as a business owner, you begin to understand the call that God has on your life to be an entrepreneur. When you think about it, if God really cares about a community, the first thing they do is they drop an entrepreneur in the middle of the community, and that entrepreneur provides jobs so mommies and daddies can buy groceries and take care of their families. The priest and the pastor comes later. If you've been a very successful entrepreneur, that's a God-given gift, and I believe it needs to be stewarded properly. And that means that as you've built this wealth up, that you transition the business that's been the engine of your wealth building to the right people that have earned the job, that have demonstrated competence and stewardship to carry on the legacy so they can take care of families in the future just like you have. But also be very careful to not leave your assets into the hands of people that are going to squander it, that are going to ruin it, and misuse it to no avail. One of my big goals is to inspire the owners to recognize the stewardship responsibility that they have with their companies. It's key. It's very, very important, and that's one of my big passions.